Hey guys, it's Amy with aim.to.plan, and I just could not resist. Here is another planner for my lineup. So I decided to add one more planner to my 2021 lineup. This planner is going to be used for basically my birthday. And so what I decided to do, and I've already set it up. So what I'm going to do is just walk you through and talk you through what I'm going to be using this for. So the very first thing is you can see here that it's using this sugar and spice cover that I've just been saving for a special occasion. And I thought my birthday would be it. So just so you know, 2021 is the year that I turned 40. I feel very old. Just saying that out loud. But anyway, I turned 40, and about a month ago, I posted on one of the Facebook groups that I belong to for the Happy Planner and asked people to, I was trying to develop a list of like 40 things to do before I turned 40, and I got a lot of great suggestions, including a couple of people who mentioned doing 40 random acts of kindness, and I thought that was a great idea. So in order to do the random acts of kindness, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to put it somewhere or at least memorialize it somewhere, and the best way to do that, being a happy planner, is in a happy planner. So I put together this planner to do that, and also to try to do some of the 40 things that I have on my list for this year before I turned 40. So I turned 40 in December. So I have the most of the year to kind of do these things. So again, this cover is the sugar and spice cover, which is beautiful. And I just thought that it was perfect to use as pretty much a memory book for this 40th year of life. And so I have this on here, and I'll just go ahead and show you too. I only have the front cover. I don't know what happened, but I either lost or I don't even know. I think that I actually purchased this on clearance at Walmart, and it didn't have the back cover. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So anyway, I just used a different back cover, and so this one is the wrong. And again, this one, I don't have the front cover, so it worked out that it doesn't necessarily match, but at least the colors are similar. So I used them together. And one of the things with the Happy Planner, as you know, is that the inside has like the inner design, and I'll actually show it to you like together. And so the two designs together look like this, and I was like, okay, that's just too unsimilar for me. And so what I did to kind of fix that is added a second cover. And so this cover is, honestly, I don't even know what it's from. It's from one of the pastel horizontal ones, but I don't remember the official name of it. But it's from one of the horizontal planners that released in 2020 as a 12 month. And I put the front cover here on the back and the back cover on the front, so that way there's this kind of gray. And so when you open it out, there's a little bit of gray showing, and it looks kind of like that. So it didn't look like blue and pink on one side. So I just did that, and so it's kind of double covered there. So that's the first thing, and you got a little bit of a sneak peek on what I've got going in here. Then the other thing is these are metal discs from Ink United. I will link her below in the description box, so that way you can see her Etsy shop. But she releases these dragonfly cutouts, discs with dragonfly cutouts, and they are so cute. Let me show you just this one. Hopefully you can see that. So they are so cute. And this color is gorgeous. It's kind of like a Tiffany blue. And it's a little bit on the matte side. And I just think it's beautiful. And I think it goes well with the cover. And so I was actually, I was planning to use something that matched the cover, but I thought this color blue would work out, just because a lot of the princesses, the Disney princesses, have blue as part of their like dress coloring. So Cinderella, obviously, Elsa, well, she's not a princess, but anyway, like there are a lot of like blues involved. So I just thought it was a nice color. And so then what I have inside here is a mix and match of the 4 different planners that the Happy Planner released with the Disney Princess line. So what I did for this particular planner was I basically combined it, and it's very similar to how Heather Kell of a Plan, talked about in her mix and match video. And again, I'll link that so you can see that if you wanted to see the way that she talked everyone kind of through her process. But I pulled just like a random like front section with the dates and the year at a glance section. And then what I did was used just these dividers. Okay. And so just as a quick flip through of this, like, I don't know which planners they came from. It was from one of the 4 that was released as the Walmart release. And so there's this big quotes. This February quote. All right. The bravest thing you can be is yourself. See the good in every day. All right. This one's gorgeous. I love that color. All right. And some of these you can see like they do match up, like it's Belle and a quote related to Belle, but some of them don't. And I thought it was okay. Like this one, you are made of magic. This is actually, I think, a Tiana quote. Yes, it is a Tiana quote, and you can tell just because on the divider on the back side with the monthly, it kind of gives you a clue on whose divider it is. So those, some of them don't necessarily match. Like this one, I'm assuming is like a Merida. Well, it has Tiana here, so yeah, I don't know. Dream with all your heart, even though that might not necessarily. I think it is actually a Snow White. No, that's a Rapunzel. Okay, so, but the colors kind of work, right? And so these are the dividers that I used, okay? So that was the first thing, was picking the dividers that I have. And I do have a second set of dividers from the four Disney princesses, four Disney princess planners. They are these gold quotes. Actually, okay, so I might be like in the minority here, but these were my favorites, these gold quotes. As soon as I saw them, knew that I would get these, and I have a special purpose in mind for these gold foiling dividers. Like I will have that in a separate video in the future sometime, you know, just whenever that happens. And it becomes time when I can like work with those. And then these quotes right here were my second favorite. And I know that's like, I might be in the minority, but I like the Disney princesses, obviously, but I didn't really want like a gigantic picture of them or like the collage. I liked the collages, but they were actually my least favorite. I know a lot of people like that was their actual favorite set of dividers, but it was my least favorite. So, you know, like the Disney princesses were third and then the collages were fourth. I don't know why. Anyway, so these were the ones that are my second favorite, but I thought it worked well for this setup, just because these, I might switch some of them out, but like these I'm saving for a separate project. Okay, so with those dividers there, then what I did was I went through and basically pulled out vertical layout pages. Now, I don't know where they came from. Some of them do match up with like what planner, like the divider that they belong to, but some don't. Like you can see here with January, that January has two different color like star patterns. Like this one's like a dark green and this one's maroon, burgundy. And so that means that the January divider is from a different planner and the vertical layout is from a different planner. So they came from two different planners. And I put them in here, and really the plan is not to use the monthly at all. If I do use it, the easy kind of like fix for this is to just washi over and like fix the coloring and just like put different washi so that way it matches on both sides. But I don't plan to actually use it, so it's not going to be a big deal. And then I have the vertical layout, and it's going to be like that for all of the months, right? And again, it's a mix of the princesses, so I have 11 in here. Tiana gets repeated twice at some point, I believe, although I don't know for sure. I honestly don't even know like who's in here and like what order they're in or whatever. So I actually just saw Jasmine twice, so I actually have no idea. So that's how it kind of goes. I have no clue. But it's all vertical layout. I do know that. And I just don't know which princess is with which month. All right, but with all that being said, that's pretty much like what I've got set up here. And let me talk to you about what I'm planning to do. So my goal is for 2021 to be able to each week, and again, just using the weekly pages for each week, to be able to document what like one goal that I have. So my bucket list, or I'm calling it a bucket list, but it's basically a list of things that I want to do before I'm 40. And when I'm creating this list, which I haven't even done yet, I actually am going to use as a starting off point my actual personal bucket list. And I'm actually going to show that to you so you can kind of see what that looks like. So I'm in my home binder, and this is a good chance for me to actually move it out now that I'm thinking about it, just because it will be good for me to go in here. So you can see right here, like it's actually on the list. Like one of the cruises I want to take is a 40th birthday cruise, and it's listed twice. That's just how much I love cruising. But these two pages right here, I'll pull this out, are my bucket list pages. And so I did it I did this a long time ago. I honestly don't even remember when I did it. But it's like literally just like me writing. I lettered this and like it looks kind of like I could fix it definitely, but I'm not even gonna do that. And then what I did was just literally just wrote across and put like little dots in between certain things. You can see that. And so that's it. Most of these I will say are travel related. And so that's why it was in the travel section of my bucket, of my home binder. But there are some things that are not travel related. And so I'm going to actually use this as the jumping off point for my 40th year here for this planner. And I'm just going to use this to be able to think about and do some of the things that I have always just wanted to do and just haven't done yet. And a lot of this involves a lot of money too. I mean, it's traveling the world. Like it says visit Greece, visit Italy. A lot of that I might not be able to do in 2021. One, because of money, two, because of COVID, and like we're not really even sure what's going to happen with vaccines and COVID. So a lot of it will not happen. So I'm going to go through, and in addition to this bucket list, I'm going to like add to and create another, probably a very similar spread, just because I like the design of this one. I'm going to do a similar kind of spread with like some smaller goals, activities, things that I can do. And again, I'm doing a lot of this based on the post that I put up about a month ago, talking about like asking for suggestions for what to do in 40 things to do before my 40th birthday. And a lot of people gave me some really great things to do. And so my plan is, as I was talking to some of the planners who like responded to my post, one of the biggest things that came up was random acts of kindness. And so like immediately I was like, in terms of doing random acts of kindness, I feel like I need to track that differently. And then if I'm deciding to do like items off my bucket list, I feel like I need some place to kind of like memory keep that. And so this is where the planner came to mind. And really, I'm going to basically mostly use stickers and kind of like play with this and have fun. It's going to be kind of like my planner that is mostly stickers, and then I'll like spend some of it like writing out like big memories and including photos, but it's really just going to be a lot of fun to do this. And my inspiration for putting together this planner is Layla with LB Novelties. She did something very similar at the beginning of 2020 with a Vibe Makers bucket list planner, and so I'm using that as some inspiration for what I'm doing here. And I haven't done anything yet, but I will tell you that I'm actually going to use this page as a page to talk about some of the inspiration that I've had for 2021 and talk about like why I'm putting together this planner, and also potentially using this as the space where I put my one little word, although I feel like that might be more appropriate somewhere else. So I haven't decided yet. Honestly, it's at the point where I haven't even decided my one little word. So, that's even though like we're already in 2021. Anyway, it is what it is. So I will come up with it hopefully before like January 10th, because that's my goal, is just to have a word by kind of mid-January, and then kind of put it everywhere so that way I'm ready for the rest of the year. So that is what I've got planned here. And let me go ahead and say that now I'm up to, I think, 8 planners. I don't even know. Like there are numerous planners, but I'm really excited about this one in particular. I have in my 2021 lineup this planner, a wellness planner, and a gratitude journal that are specifically for me. And so one of the biggest things, even though I don't know what my exact one little word is for 2021, I know it's going to be oriented towards me, like, and prioritizing me as a individual, not just as a mom, not just as a wife, but as me, a person. So that's my goal here for 2021, even though I haven't found the perfect word. You guys, like, if you have a suggestion for a word, let me know what that might be. I'm still feeling a little bit uninspired with that. But I look forward to doing this. And it might be where I don't necessarily like show you plan with me's or before the pin for this particular planner, but I will like have on my Instagram photos of like what happens for particular weeks. And I'm giving myself some grace here for like there are 52 weeks if I discount this week, right? There are 52 weeks for the rest of the year, and a couple of weeks that I have to cut off at the end of the year just because my birthday's like December 24th. So there's a week that I lose there. So I really only have 51 weeks to kind of play with and do some of these 40 things. And so that gives me about 11 weeks to kind of skip. So Anyway, I'm just throwing it all out there. This might not be something that I continue or have something every single week, but that is the goal, is to try some new things, do some things that I have had on my bucket list for a while, and just kind of go out there and explore the world a little bit as best as I can with everything that's going on outside of my home walls. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was mostly me talking, so, you know, less of the flipping and putting down stickers, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and look forward to the next video. Bye!